Hi, good morning. This is Vinod Yadav, and welcome back to my channel, Trading Bulls. Guys, first of all, let me introduce myself. As I have already mentioned, my name is Vinod Yadav, and I have created this channel to share my trades. So, what I'm doing right now, I'm taking some swing trades for a day or two or maybe three, and if so, I'm just waiting for the targets to achieve. If my target is achieved for any particular trade in a day or so, I get out of that trade for that in that particular day only. If I it this trade takes 1 or 2 days, I'll wait for that. Now, some of the trades, they might hit this stop loss also, so I'm placing stop loss for all the trades. So the basic idea is, why I'm taking multiple trades on a daily basis is that it's not you know it's not in my hands that I take the trades and every trade comes out with a profit. So that is the reason I'm taking multiple trades. So the benefit in multiple trades is that if you take those trades, suppose you're taking 4 trades at a time, so it's a probability of 50-50. Then half of your trades you come out with a profit and half of them you come out with a loss. So the most important thing is that you have to make sure that your losses are lower than your profits, right? So I have already shared my positions last week. I'm sorry, not last week. It was day before yesterday. Now I will show you the trade updates. Let me show you what I've done. So as of now, I have some positions in Clean. That's one company. Then there is Fluorochemical, which I took yesterday. I am in a small loss right now. Clean is giving me a good profit. It's 2%. And then Godfryphlp is one another company. Gujarat Alkali. So what happened is I'll tell you what happened to Gujarat Alkali. I had 74 shares, but due to my mistake, I got out of those 74 and kept only 10. Hudson is another company which I bought yesterday. Persistent is there with me for the last 2 days. Reliance is a company which I bought yesterday. So the reason why I bought Reliance, Hudson, and Fluorochemical and Godfryphlp is that they are coming into the buying zones on my system. So I have a setup which shows me, basically it tells me that these are few stocks which are coming into the buying radar. So that is the reason I am taking a position in them. Now some mistakes. Let us discuss my mistakes in the last 2 days. The first mistake was that I had to I had a stock which was Tata Invest. Let me show you where it is. So this is Tata Invest, and in this chart, if you'll see this chart, yes, here it is. So what I was I had this chart, and here at this particular level I had written for myself, then I have to take a position at 1395. So once this stock goes above this level of 1395, which was the highest level, or which was the a day before's high, once it crosses that high, I had to take this position. So I was waiting for you can see that there was almost 3-4 hours I waited. So every candle is an hour's candle, so I waited for them. Now suddenly what happened is, in this particular candle, if you'll see this particular candle at this was at 11:15, the 11:15 candle, I just went out for something for just a few minutes, not more than 2 or 3 minutes, and suddenly it crossed my level 1395 and it hit the target. My target was 1450. Here was my target, and it actually hit that target in the next not more than maybe 10 minutes. So once it is out of beyond my reach, I couldn't enter into it because that was not giving me a good risk to reward ratio. So that is the reason I couldn't enter into it. But we had to make sure that we are placing a GTT order if we want to get into a trade and the price is not coming at that time. So after that, I had make sure that every time I'll place a GTT order if I have to enter into some stock at a particular price, and which is not coming right now. So that is what my first mistake, and I have corrected it. So from today onwards, I'll make sure that I'll place a GTT order. The next thing is, there was a learning yesterday. The learning was that there were two stocks. So what we sometimes the market becomes so scary that it scares you and you gets out of those positions which are actually in profits. So for Tata Power and Gujarat Alkali, as I told you in the last video, that I was there into those trades, Tata Power and Gujarat Alkali. So both the trades were giving me a profit. But because yesterday the markets were down and it was going beyond 17,400, it was reaching almost that level. So that is the reason I thought maybe the stocks which are giving me profits can turn into losses. So that is the reason I got out of Tata Power. Tata Power, I got out of it at 157. I bought it at 152. However, after some time, the market actually reversed and it hit 164. So why I am telling you this is that once you are into a trade, so you have to make sure either that trade will hit your target or it will hit the stop loss. You just don't have to get out of that trade anyhow, whatever is the market situation. Gujarat Alkali, can you see that this is 10% from the level from which I bought? I bought it at 666 and I was waiting for it to reach to this level. I waited for 2 days. I got out yesterday because the markets, as I mentioned, were going down. So I thought that it can also turn into a loss. So I got out of this trade, and the moment I got out, after maybe an hour or so, it reversed. Market also reversed. This Gujarat Alkali also reversed, and it hit my target. So this could have given me a decent profit of 10% on the amount which I invested into it. So this is one learning. So what happens is, market sometimes bullies you, and it can turn your trades into losses, but it will not hit your stop losses. And the moment you think that it can turn into a loss, it will again reverse and it will hit your targets. So that is the reason you have to make sure, if there is a setup, if a stock is you have taken a stock, then you have to make sure that you are either getting out of that stock at the target or at the stop loss. All right. So that is it for my trades. Now let me tell you a few of the stocks which I have taken out for Monday. So Monday I'll be taking position in almost, these will be 6 stocks. So what I'll be doing is, I'll be checking out these stocks. I have already mentioned the levels at which I will be buying the stock. First of all, let me give you a disclaimer. I'm making these videos, but I'm not suggesting anybody to take position in the stocks which I have. So please ensure you can discuss it with somebody, any of your advisors, before taking positions into them. So please do not take position in any of the stocks which I own or which I discuss it with you a day before. So let us see what are those stocks. So I will be taking position in IRCTC, KEI Industries, Abbott India, IRFC, Sun Pharma. So what I have done is, I have let me show you in the charts. I have already drawn these charts and I have mentioned levels in them. I think I lost the levels. However, I have already taken those levels into the Excel. And suppose it is KI Industries. So I'll be I'll be buying this stock at 980. 980 is the high of the past day, the last day, last trading session. So if it crosses 980, I'll be taking a position, and I have a target and a stop loss. For About India, I will be taking position in About India at 22570. Once it crosses, I think that is also the high of the previous day. So if it crosses that level, I'll be taking position into it. That's right. So 22570, that is the high of a rupee above the high of yesterday's level. And the same thing will happen with Gujarat Alkali, Sun Pharma, IRFC, and IRCTC. So these are 6 stocks in which I'll be taking positions on Monday, and I will have a good risk and reward ratio. And let us see what happens to these stocks. All right. So that is what I wanted to mention in this particular video. I wanted to give you an update. I wanted to share my learnings and my mistakes, and I'll make sure I'll not repeat those mistakes again. And the next trades I'll be taking on the next trading session. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching my video. If you like my effort, please do subscribe, like, and share this video. Thank you. Thanks a lot.